Okay. Maybe. See if anybody comes back and says hello. Hi, Paige. Can y'all guys see me now? Yay! I went in and I canceled it off of my home internet Wi-Fi and put it on my phone Wi-Fi. So maybe that'll work. Y'all guys can see me though? Hi, hello, Tammy G. That's cute. I decided that I would just say hi to y'all. I've never done live on YouTube, so I thought that I would get to say hello and see if you guys had any questions or just wanted to hang out and talk or, anything like that. My husband's away out of town. Brave one. Thank you, Granny Kathy. Social media, would love to be friends. I do have a Facebook page. It's under Diana Church, but I'm not really on it anymore. But I am on Instagram a lot, and that's Diana Church.52, or it's Diana.Church.52. And I'm on that all the time. My tattoo, you see it says sisters. And my sister, she and I both got one. Hers is purple where mine is pink. And it says sisters as well. And she had some issues in life and did a little time in prison and got her life right. And when she got out of jail and moved in with us here on the farm, she and I went and got matching tattoos so that we would forever be linked. So that's where it comes from. That one anyway. I have that one, and then I have one on the back of my neck and on my back. I have a full back that's wings that's not done. And then I have a pair of lips right there. I have been, Bonnie, it didn't hurt that much. It was actually kind of soothing. I've had a lot of surgeries, and I tell you, my surgeries hurt a lot more than my tattoo did, to be utterly honest. I really, the one on my back, my big wings, when they color on it, I would fall asleep if I could. If nobody was talking, I'd probably fall asleep. Beth, your farm is so beautiful. I love the video where you showed the road leading to your place. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we've been here on the farm for about 10 years, and I really enjoy it. A lot of people say it's isolating. My lips are, at the time, my best friend kissed it and I got them tattooed on. And then, let's see, where did it go? No, I want to see it. Lips, worst place for me. My sister did get her ring tattoo, done. Some idiot abusive jerk off had his initials tattooed. He tattooed his initials onto it with a needle. And so when we got her a restraining order and kicked his ass to the curb, I took her and had a Hawaiian flower put on her finger to cover up his initials because he was a jackass. So, but hey, we all live and learn, right? things happen in life that only makes you stronger. How, oh, you guys, my craft project. You guys will get the first sneak peek. You see it up there? That is what I'm doing, is up there, kind of in the corner. Let me see if I can get it just right. There you go. Can you guys see it up there? I'm going, it's not quite as big as I want it yet. I want it to come further out into the room, more like a tree, kind of. So when next time I go back into town, I've got to get some more of the little flowers that I do it with. I've always wanted to be talented enough to paint something like that, but that's just not me. I can't even draw a happy face. So, I kind of fell into these cute little flowers like that when I had gotten one at a craft fair. And then, I found out how they did them. And so, I went and got some and started this. I'm eventually going to go around the bottom of the room a little bit here and there, put on like just one, and then draw a little stem down and maybe put some leaves. Let's see. I don't want to move this because I don't want to lose my signal. But I have. All right, I'm back. I got these are the smaller ones. I got them at the Dollar Tree. Actually, they're the like the pom-pom balls. And I got them at the Dollar Tree. These are smaller and they're 2 for $1. They're the ones that are kind of up there at the, like that blue at the very top, or that purple at the top. So they're really smaller. The other one, the really big ones, are the 16-inch ones, and those I got at my grocery store in the dollar section. So they're only $1 a piece for the bigger ones. And then these are 2 for $1. So I'm not, like, I haven't even spent $20 on what I've got up there now. So it's, you know, a really nice, cheaper way to kind of, I seen somebody ask me something, but where to go? Have your hubby nail some real branches up and then glue them on. That would be really pretty too, wouldn't it? Yeah, I might try that. I'm going to do around my window here. Hopefully that goes well. I get these wild hairs and my husband just kind of, you know, he just does whatever. Oh, bye, Beth. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. I will try to go live every once in a while just to say hi to everybody. Hi, Sunny. Hi, Jenny from Texas. And yes, Bonnie, they're gorgeous, aren't they? I don't understand the concept of them, but they are really pretty. Hi, Darcy. It's really nice to meet you. Yeah, they're really, let me see. Let me open one. I've seen some people spray them cheap hairspray and sprinkle glitter on them to match your wall. Oh yeah, I haven't thought about that either. I got some little bitty lights like these, because before I was sent this, I was going to try and do something like it. It's like this person read my mind, you know. And so I had gotten some little tiny lights that were battery operated. And so I'm going to weave them into it and see what it looks like. And then if it looks really good, if it winds up turning out like I want it to, then I will try to get some bigger lights on it. If not, then, you know, lesson learned, right? What'd you say, Sunny? I'm cooking beef cubes in my Instapot London broil, and they're not getting oh no, not tender. Beef cubes. Are you doing a beef stew? Oh, or I guess London broil. That's what you said, wasn't it? What happened? Look at this thing. I was going to show y'all guys what these look like, but it's not working out. Ooh, haha, got it undone. See, look, they come like this. And you center this little thingy in the middle. And then you fan this out. See? And these are like little layers of tissue paper. See? They're like just tissue paper like you get in the boxes or whatever. And you just pull them out like that. You have to be kind of careful because they do rip if you're not careful. But the rips hide each other, so, you know. Yeah, no. I put barbecue sauce and chopped up the London broil. Ooh. Barbecue sauce. Barbecue. I love meat. I could never be a vegetarian. I love steak. But, you know, any kind of meat, no good. But, see, there we go. There. See? And so, as you pull them up, my wig. Y'all are so funny. And as you pull them up, they turn into this flower. So, that's what they wind up looking. I did some this size. And I put them over my dresser right over there. See it? There was some like stars and stuff up there, like a Texas theme kind of thing. And not that I'm against a Western theme, but you know, I just wanted something different. So I did that. So, you know. Anyway. And it is hot. It is hot. I know it's hot everywhere, right? Everybody's hot at this point. I rarely have a flop, but tonight is just one of those days that I'm terrible at. I'm terrible at crafts too, Sunny. I am horrid. This seems to be just a stupid proof kind of thing. Exactly, Bonnie. I mean, because these are the ones that come on a string. It's this one, and it was only $1 too. It's like that. Yes, it's the tissue balls. And you just do them up like that. And I just squished them together so that they looked better. How hot was it there? Today, it was like 95. My husband is more south than I am. He's a couple hours south from where we are. And he was almost like 105 was like the heat index or something. It was insane. And he works in construction, so they don't have any air conditioning. So, usually. I mean, sometimes when he does office buildings and stuff, they do. But where he's doing an Air Force base or something right now. So, 97. Where are you at, Bonnie? Man, same here in South Carolina today. I hate this summer. I am not a hot person either. I do not really like heat. I could... Oh, Nevada. Dang, girl. That's some hot weather. There's no way I could live in Nevada. No way. I mean, I am a fat girl and I like my air conditioning. And I would have to have like a personal AC unit right beside me. Which October is year-round. Yeah, exactly. I mean, October's pretty nice. We're still kind of green from the summer and, you know, it's not quite so hot. And, yeah, definitely. Definitely. I would like Seattle, but it rains a lot there. And I don't like to get wet. 111 last week. Oh, my God. Yeah, I would have to have, like me, an air conditioner sitting right here. Maine has been very hot this summer. See, that's what I heard. Up north, in the Northeast, see, my dad was born in New York. And up in the Northeast, never really gets that hot. And it's like, you know, upper 90s. Because y'all don't even have air conditioners up there, do you? I mean, I've watched a lot of TV programs where, you know, I've heard. I don't know, it's kind of stupid. Probably one of those stereotype things, but Nevada's no joke. I lived there a few years back. Dry heat, like opening an oven. Oh my god. Yeah, but here it's humid, and it's like air that you wear, they call it, because it is. You walk outside and it's like, oh, you do have an air conditioner. Oh, that's wonderful, Darcy. Sorry, I can't make my phone into airplane mode, so you'll hear the notifications going off every once in a while because I had to use my phone internet instead of my house internet to go live. So I'm really sorry about that. It's just something we'll have to live with, huh? Oh my goodness. But Sunny, you're in Hawaii, right? Here in the South, it's humidity will kill you. Yeah, 82 degrees here in South Carolina. And you're sweating. Swamp butt. It's definitely swamp butt. Oh my god. Yes, definitely. Because it is unreal. The heat is unreal. But I guess if I could get in water. But then again, I'm too fat for a bathing suit, you know, so whatever. But yeah, I mean, I would like it about 70 to 75 degrees, and with rain every once in a while, you know, a little bit of mist, make sure it stays green, that kind of thing I would think would be nice. But I would love to visit some places in the southwest. That's Nevada and Arizona, and go to some of those national parks and all that stuff, but I don't ever want to live there. Don't ever. Oh, Sunny, you fell off. Oh, don't hurt yourself. Yes, 70 to 75. Is there anywhere that is fall year round? Haha, I need to move. Yeah, right. I know. I hear, you know, that if you get into higher elevations in the Southwest, and that it can stay cooler. It doesn't necessarily get that cool, but I hear that. I don't know. But yeah, me and the weather don't get along. I hate being hot. Yellowstone. Reno isn't too bad. Oh yeah, Reno? Yellowstone. Oh, I know. I would love to go to Yellowstone. I hear that Yellowstone is really popular though, and there's always a lot of people there, so it's really hard to get the experience. I guess the Yellowstone experience, get to really see the monuments and things like that. I don't know. Central New Jersey. I would love to be near New York City. I love that hustle and bustle when my anxiety will let me do it. It's great. Great. I mean, it's so cool. I guess if I could be young again, I would love to be there. Last month's electric bills. Sunny, I would kill for an electric bill of $210. My electric bill here, which this year has ran about $250 so far, but I have a feeling that this month it's going to go up probably to $350 because it is just so hot. It's unbelievable. Last year, my July and August electric bills were like $600. I mean, it was unbelievable. It was terrible. But it was hot. Oh my goodness, it was so hot. Crazy hot. Crazy, crazy hot. $36, Darcy. Oh my goodness. What about solar panels? Solar is a good idea, but for a house my size, I have a 2,400 square foot house. So for a house my size, I'd have to have a huge setup and a lot of batteries, if that makes sense. And it would not go well. Now, one of these days I plan on, when my son Joe turns 18, gets out of school, I do plan on just traveling the world, the U.S. I'm going to get an RV, a van, I don't know, and travel. Then I will go fully solar because it'd just be a little bitty thing. But small apartment, only 2 people as far as showers and laundry. Well, lucky Sunny. I can't wait for it to be just 2 people. So the next one's great because of all the fan use. Oh, Darcy. You're in Maine? Is that where you're at, Darcy? So I guess if it is halfway cool up there. I don't know. I don't know. If I had a big family, our electric bill would be $400. Yes, Sonny, it would. Definitely. Jim the Cactus. I'm from Florida, so it is hot and extremely hot. Oh, yeah. My mom was wanting to go to Florida this summer, and I'm like, oh, no, 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 no. I think that may be our long trip next year might be Florida. Hello from California. Sounds like y'all are all on a heat wave. Now, California, it's lonely when your children leave. Yeah, it's lonely, but I don't know, guys. I've had children for 20 years now. I kind of would like to, I might have another 10. Used to, though, I love it since I live on the beach. Yeah, that'd be true. Western Maine, right on New Hampshire border. Oh, cool, Darcy. Yeah. So, yeah, I think California has a decent weather. My understanding. A big van around, but first I gotta get tiny house home base. Pennsylvania 105 last week. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's our heat index here's in the hundreds, 100, 105. Yeah, definitely. So I can feel your pain on that. We're up to 100 this weekend. Oh wow, goodness gracious. Yeah. The only thing annoying about living in Florida is that I live in Panama. Tourists mess up our beaches. Yes, 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 yes. That is true. I believe that. I see. We do a lot of traveling. Our family loves to travel, and I see a lot of that crap that tourists do, and it's really sad. Really, really sad. Yeah, and Sonny, I think I know that whenever my youngest son turns 18, we're just going to hand the house over to the kids. And this will still be our, quote, home base, but I hope to never have to live here again. Huh. Night. Oh, nice to see you live. Look forward to your next video. Thank you. I'm hoping to have one out tomorrow. I did get my BoxyCharm box in, and I'm hoping to get it filmed tonight so I can get it up tomorrow. You know, hopefully. I did get my Loot Crate box, and I'm hoping to open it, and then I got my Snack Nation box, but I have been sworn to not open it until JoJo can open it with me. He insists. He definitely insists. Yes, Sonny, sometimes it is, and there's not a ton of people in here, so I cannot imagine these people have thousands of people in their live chats and keep up. 17. How do I keep that up there? Oh, there it is. Same. I love traveling. I'm 17. I can't wait to go on a road trip with my best friend. Yes. I'm. Hi, Carol. Oh, okay, Carol. Yes, I've went and seen your channel. I love your paintings. Oh my goodness. At Art by CG, she is really a good painter. She is inspiring. I'll try in a couple of weeks. Yes, Sonny, try it. It's a lot of fun. It is. It is. Once I got the hang of it's not that hard to set up either. I thought it was going to be really hard to set up because everybody's like, oh my God, it's so hard to go live. But it really was just a couple of steps and that was it. So once I figured out that I couldn't use my home internet and I had to use my phone internet, then it was fine. But yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I got the traveling bug really young. And this live thing makes me feel like I'm like in 100, going in 100 different directions. But I did, yes, I did get the travel bug young. My mom and dad always, we were pretty poor growing up, But we would go and drive somewhere and then stay. Back then, you know, a motel room was $19.99, you know, Motel 6. So we would stay in a motel room and then do everything free we could find. Go to the parks, go to the beach, go to the, you know, all of those different things that you could find that were free. We never, you know, never really went to like Six Flags or those kind of things, but we always went somewhere. We were always going somewhere. And so that's what I've definitely tried to instill in my kids is to travel, to really travel. Thank you. I'm going to say summer. My favorite colors mainly are pink and purple and teal. Pink's number one. Teal and purple both run close seconds. Makes the memories. Yes, definitely makes the memories, because I love traveling with my kids. I really do. I used to travel because I have a lot of medical issues and I was going out of time for surgeries and stuff. Yeah, I could see that. I'm pretty lucky that we're close to Oklahoma City, so I have never had to travel for my surgeries. I did have one when I had one of my kids. I had to have my cervix sewed shut so she wouldn't pop out. So yeah, I had to travel for that one, but it was a specialty thing back then. My dad was a huge empty My dad had a huge empty water jug from a cooler and filled it up all year long with loose change. That was our vacation money. Yes. Yeah, my mom and dad both used to keep change in their top drawers of their dresser. And like in little pill bottles and tin cans and stuff like that. And then my mom had a big, huge water bottle that she put her pennies in. And then her silver change she put over into the tins in her drawers. And that's what she used. And so, yeah, and even now she still does the same thing. She, yeah. Still do that. Yes, exactly. I still do that. My husband still does it. He keeps his in a those number 10 cans, those big, you know, the really big vegetable cans and stuff like soup kitchens use. He has those. So it'd be a lot to remember my dad rolling it up in the papers take to the bank. Yes. And nowadays you have to do that crazy machine. Katie. Oh, Jim the Cactus. Okay, where'd you get Jim the Cactus then? Is that your cactus's name? Katie. I'll try to remember that. Sometimes it gets hard, but I'll try to remember that. Hi, Katie. But yeah, we always saved our change, saved our money up, and that kind of thing. And then now, it's from Eddie. Oh, my oldest kids watched Ed, and Eddie. Yeah, my oldest is 21, and he used to watch that show, so I got it. But yeah, and so now we do one large trip a year. Like last year, we went to Wisconsin, the Wisconsin Dells, the indoor water park capital of the world. It was great. And then we did, let's see. We did that last year. We went for, we were gone for 14 days, 18 days, something like that. We went up through Iowa and, cause I had never been to Iowa, and then into Wisconsin, went to Wisconsin Lake May to visit my family in Eagle River. Oh, okay. And then we stayed in Wisconsin at one of the water parks for a week. Mount Olympus has one indoor water park and 2 outdoor water parks, and an indoor amusement park, an outdoor amusement park, and 5 go-kart tracks that you get for all free for staying there. So we stayed a week there, and then we drove over to Chicago and stayed one night there, and it rained the whole time, which kind of sucked. And then we drove home from there because we had never been to Chicago. So that was a lot of fun. Next year, we've been to Florida. I went to Florida when I was a child, but I'd really like to take my kids there. So we're thinking we might go to Florida next year. Bonnie grew up in Iowa. Oh, okay. Yeah, we went through Iowa on our way to Wisconsin because I had never been there. Did you eat at an Amish restaurant in Iowa? My family originally from the... We did stop... Oh yeah, we're huge fans of The Walking Dead. Huge! We did stop at a Amish truck stop. It was a truck stop and had chickens outside and had a restaurant and a huge Amish store and all of it was really neat, but I don't remember the name of it. And it had a bunch of tractors outside. It was really cool. A little past Tampa that I ate at. It was really good. Yeah. Cool. I think Amish cook really good. That and Greek. I really like Greek. I'm panicking that Andrew is leaving this show. I know, right? Oh my goodness. What are they going to do? Amish food is so good. Yes, it is good. I love food, Sonny. I know, right? I just feel like, who's next? Because when they killed Carl, then I was kind of like, now what's going to happen? And now they're saying that they're going to kill Rick, or, but now they're saying he's not. I'm so confused. Oh, really? There's that, Maybe they decided they can't live without him and they made him an offer he can't refuse, right? I live near one of the largest Amish communities in Ohio, Holmes County. Oh, cool. Heard Maggie's leaving too. I'm wondering when did Maggie ever have that damn baby? Because, seriously. It's... Maggie... Hadn't she been pregnant for like 3 years now? 4 years? I don't know. I haven't watched The Walking Dead since Lori. Yeah, I was angry when Lori died and I took a year off and then I went back and watched it. Got back up in it. But I'm going to pick him show back up. I've enjoyed it, but to pick it back up, you will have to watch some of the old ones in order to get caught back up. My husband refused to watch it for the longest time. And then we went to, they had a Walker Stalker convention here in Oklahoma. And so I booked us for the Walker Stalker event here in Tulsa. And so my husband decided that he had to watch like, I don't know, at that time it was like 8 or 9 seasons to get caught up or whatever. I don't even remember. It was year before last or last year. I think it was last year, but I could be wrong. But we went for our 21st anniversary. So last year was 22 years. So it must have been the year before. So our Walker, I doubt they'll ever come back to Tulsa because when our Walker Stalker didn't have the, like, Daryl didn't come and Rick didn't come and all of that. But Herschel came and Maggie came and King Ezekiel came and all of those people came. And ours was so small that they were just walking around the convention with no security, no nothing. They would just come up behind you and tap you on the shoulder and be like, hey, how are you doing? And you're like, oh my God. Tara, Herschel did a panel like thing. And Tara came and stood right beside of me and talked to Herschel the whole time while he was up on this panel. And I was literally about to die. I did not want to freak out and cause myself to look like an ass. I was like trying to be like, cool, But yeah, she was like right here the whole time. And she had no security, no nothing. She was just standing there talking to him. Oh, yeah, me too, honey. Jeffrey Dean Morgan. He was there running around too. Yeah, I mean, it was amazing. It really was. I don't. It there wasn't. We went to Tulsa and they have a small convention center and it wasn't really very packed. But I but we went and it was crazy. It was insane. There was hardly anybody there, and they were just walking around, checking out the booths and getting a pop and, just walking around. And I'm like, oh my God, oh, I'm gonna die. It, nobody really, they didn't really give autographs or anything. If you walked up to him and was like, hey, give me an autograph, because a couple of people did, but they didn't give out autographs. But they would pose for pictures and things like that. They were just wandering around like they were bored, and it was kind of weird. It was really neat though. It was really, really neat. So I don't know, I'm hoping, I'd love to go to one of the big ones, but then I'm kind of like, it would kind of ruin the it's hard to right. I think if I went to a bigger convention, it would ruin my view of them, because when they came to Tulsa, they were so kind and so low key. My son Lucille is so realistic looking, right? But they were so low key and they were so cool and they were so, normal and everything, that if I went to a big one and they were like, oh, security and, mobs of people and things like that, then I would be I think it would ruin my view of them. I don't know. Grey's Anatomy. Was he in Grey's Anatomy? I don't know. I have seen him in a couple other things lately. I don't remember what though. And then somebody mentioned telling Peter that I was on a live stream. I don't know how to do that. So, it is what it is. Somebody commented the other day that Peter can't save my channel. I never asked Peter to save my channel. I never even asked Peter for a shout out or anything else. I genuinely am a fan of his and just wanted to say hi to him, to be utterly honest. So that's that. All I know is that he was John Winchester in Supernatural. I'm a big fan of Supernatural. Oh, cool. I like Supernatural too. Played Denny, the guy in love with the blonde girl. Izzy, yeah, I remember her when he was a patient, but his character died. It's Izzy's boyfriend. Oh, poop. I wouldn't pay that much to people like that. Peter's a sweetheart. I love Peter. Oh my goodness. I sent him a birthday card, and I'm sure he's going to probably email me back and strangle me, because I filled it full of confetti so that when he opens it, he'll know it's from me. So I haven't heard anything yet, but maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, I was absolutely floored and shocked that he ever said anything about my channel, and I really appreciated what he did. So yeah, it is a confetti bomb. Absolutely a confetti bomb. I can't wait. I get tickled just thinking about him opening it, and so that's all that matters to me. So that's kind of the way I looked at it. You know what I mean? And I know that he's had a little bit of, kind of raw end of the stick with the stuff talking about Shane Dawson's documentary docu-series. That was kind of funny. Is it environmentally friendly confetti though? I hope it is. It looked like it was environmentally friendly. I'm not for sure. So yeah, I hope it is. If not, he'll vacuum it up. But yeah, I just wanted to make him happy. I knew he had a death in the family, and then his birthday, and his, his trip, and then he stung by the bee and everything else, and so there was so many butthurt Shane fans coming. Yes, wasn't there? Oh my goodness. I was like, people get a life. I didn't think that she got her ass chewed enough either, to be honest. I mean, I know that this thing has been talked to the ground at this point, but to be honest, I don't think that she was ever held. Been ashamed since sixth grade, but not hard enough. No, exactly. I gotta attack myself, check on that ridiculous. That's why I didn't comment. I was like, people are gonna come for you no matter what you say, and so that's why I was like, whatever. I believe that he was way too easy on her. I don't think that she is ever going to see any true backlash for it, because, like he said, she's gaining people left and right from it, and everybody is like, oh, Shane was great, Shane was great. And yeah, it was definitely not balanced, Zoe. That is so correct. He was, once the first one seemed like it was going okay. The second one seemed like it might be okay. They were pointing a lot of fingers at the Michael guy, but that's it exactly, Old Soul. Definitely. But yeah, the second one seemed like he was trying to do, to get Michael's side and see what his role in it was, and then I would have assumed that, sorry, I grew up with a liar, manipulator, lots of, yes, definitely liar, manipulator. But yeah, I think that, then the third one should have been where he came for her, because the first one he got the information, then the second one he got Michael's side, and then the third one should have been her side. Girls fighting overseas, I don't get this, she's so young. Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. There's 18-year-olds dying in the war. Her 20 years old, and then she's okay, so she's 20 years old, and she was getting drunk at Studio 70, whatever it is, and that was okay. That was not okay for me, that she's getting drunk. Then in all the parts where they showed him and her planning it, they were both sitting there getting high, sucking on their little vape pens, and I'm like, how do you even know what the heck you people are doing if you're getting high the entire time you're planning this dang thing? It was a very bad excuse for bad behavior. Yes, Darcy, absolutely. I think that it was just horrid. Yes, did you guys see his sister? Oh, what is her name? Ryland's sister. She was straight line about that partying, wasn't she? She wanted people to wait outside. Yeah, I could see people. Okay, yeah, people want to wait outside in line for something. Morgan, yeah. Yeah, they want to wait outside. They want to wait outside for 25, 30 minutes while they get through the line. Absolutely. I can see anticipation building while you're going through the line, but you eventually have to get your ass in the building, right? Otherwise, you're just being, quote, oppressed. Yeah, oppressed. Yeah, exactly. Otherwise, you're just, you're just waiting for nothing. It's a big, huge letdown. It's unreal. I mean, I could see waiting for 20, even 30 minutes. I know. And yeah, exactly. And then why couldn't they have snaked those little lines under some tents? If they had truly planned for people to wait outside that long, then why didn't they have tents over more of the parking lot? That's one problem, was they only had one tent, and it wasn't really even over the people who were standing in line. So if they really wanted people to stand in the parking lot and they really didn't want them to be uncomfortable, they would have had at least tents out there, and they would have had some kind, and we used to have a concession stand, and so buy some damn water and give it to the people. You know, she only knew it was 1,200. Yeah, exactly. I honestly do think that they believed that people were going to come, get, I think, frustrated and then leave, and then they could let more people in. That's why I followed Michael Wife's Instagram. She knew it's bad news from the start. Exactly. And I think that they started planning that stupid thing back in January, because if you look at some of the paperwork and some of the stuff where they were talking, and this, that, and the other, they were talking about it in January. So it was not done in 2 months or 30 days or whatever. And so that didn't add up either. Not at all. Where'd my thingy go? Sorry. Where'd my chat thingy go? Oh, there it is. Refunds. I personally think that these people need to get their refunds from their credit card and from PayPal if they use PayPal. Their best bet is to go through their credit card and get their refund. She said that's 6 months, even though she came out at first and said they planned it in 1 month. Exactly. She was trying to, when it was going well, she was trying to say that it was planned in a month and, oh, look at me, I can do this. And then when it was going bad, really bad, she tried to say that it was planned in a month. But that little middle ground where it was maybe going to be okay, that's when she was really proud and wanted to say that it was planned in a month. You know, and so I think she was using that. Yeah, she may have, you know, she may have announced it in April, but I think she had the idea in her head and had been looking at doing it longer. I think that they had honestly been looking into doing it for a while longer and you know, kind of feeling out where they could have it and things like that before the month or two ahead of time. Because there was some mention of them talking about in January, talking about stuff, her and Michael. And so I think that it's too much. I hate how everyone keeps bringing up her age and it means anything. There are other people our age, including people. Yeah, they said that the guys who started VidCon, when they started it, were like 21, 22 years old. And so they seem to have done fine. I think her problem was is she truly wanted to do it when they were doing theirs and thought that she could feed off of theirs if hers wasn't doing well. That's what I think, honestly, is that she thought that hers wouldn't do well, so she could do it on the same weekend so that she could, you know, pull those people from over there to hers. And that way, if she didn't have enough people, but yeah. Now going to ask for $75 for a shout out, and she would mention you as a... Yes, and then the Bella Thorne with the $100 to be in a video. Oh, I know I've seen one channel say that it was $100 and you would definitely be in the video. No, it was a $100 raffle ticket and one person out of that raffle was going to be in the video. So, pissy fight with VidCon. Yeah, it really was. Definitely a pissy fight between her and VidCon. It was insane. I don't think that you can, a bunch of kids in a room at the house, smoking weed, can get anything done. Now, had they been more together, you know, him typing on his little computer there, had he actually done something with those little fingers, then probably so. But it was a total shit show. She's lucky nobody died. I'm telling you what, she is really lucky, because I can guarantee you that if some of those parents had been waiting in line with their children, and, you know, us older people, some of us are diabetics. I am not, but, you know, like if they had diabetics or anything like that who needed water, needed food, you know, they could have really been in trouble. I think they really could have been in some serious, serious trouble if anybody had gotten hurt. And minus that one girl that had, gotten trampled. And honestly, she was okay, They probably just took her to the hospital just to make sure that she was okay because she was a minor. But I think that, I think that it could have been a heck of a lot worse, to be truly honest. Let me grab my drink. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry. Oh, what did I miss? Smoke weed and get a lot done. That's not even an excuse. Take care more about it. Oh yeah, that's true. Absolutely true. I mean, people, yes. I'm not saying that you can't smoke weed and get stuff done. I'm just saying that they were like, smoking weed and chilling and not, really doing anything, Okay, sorry. Anyway, where was I? The fact that she had to have it when and near VidCon. Yeah, I don't see why she couldn't have had it the weekend before or the weekend after. And then those people who came into town for VidCon or came into town for the VidCon could have stayed over or could have come and visited her conference, And then I think she would have had a lot more people actually, influencers, bigger channels, actually come and meet people at her conference, because then they could have just extended their stay in Anaheim for a couple of more days and had a meet and greet at her con, So I think it was all messed up. I honestly think it was all messed up. I really, really, really do. I don't know. It's sad. Are they only doing refunds on ticket prices, or will people who paid for flights and hotels too? That's the thing, is they, Shane and Tana and Michael both, all three of them said that they would try to make it right. And I don't know what that honestly means, make it right, with those people who had paid travel costs, because that is a lot of money. I mean, a lot of money. Especially for the people who come from Australia and London and those kind of places. I mean, that would be a lot of money for them to shell out. So don't really know that they're going to want to do that. But if I had bought a ticket, I would definitely be going through my credit card company and not even dealing with their stupid refund policy or whatever they're doing. I would have taken it. You can dispute the charge through your MasterCard. For anybody who actually watches this and did go or whatever, you can dispute your charge through MasterCard or Visa and American Express, because the convention did not actually happen. It was closed. So they can get their money back. And my understanding was PayPal was going to be refunding the money back too. So hopefully that helps, Sure, good time. She's all over their pages. And she knew. I don't care if you change the subject. If you want to talk about something else, we can talk about something else. I just come on to talk to people. That's what I came on for, everybody to get to know everybody tonight, whatever. But yeah, I think so. Speaking of PayPal, what do you think of Manny and his asking for money back? I think that is a really sad situation. That dude tried so hard to beat the system. You know what I mean? Not beat the system. He tried so hard to be an adult and to put out, a nice pallet, and then he screwed up his paperwork and couldn't get paid. That is so sad. And I do think people should go ahead and pay for their pallet, but do I think people will? No, not really. Sorry about my fur baby. Oh, thank you. I love my Lulu. Matter of fact, she's in the living room right now with me, Mom, because it's cooler in there. How many people do you think are going to send or resubmit their charge on PayPal? Ooh, I don't know. Half. I'd like to, by the way, from Michigan. Hi to Michigan. I would like to hope half would at least do it, don't know in a perfect world, but it won't happen. Yeah, I mean, I would like to hope that at least half would, because in a real business sense, coming from someone who's owned a store before, retail markup is usually 50%. So if you pay $25 for something, you sell it for $50. It's usually 40 to 50%. So if he could get 50% back, 50% of people actually came back and actually paid for the pallet that they got, then he could at least hopefully break even and say that he learned his lesson. I hate for the little dude to be out the money for making the pallets, Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Oh, cute. Yeah, it's not the customer's fault. Not at all. Not at all. She is a special dog. It's definitely not the customer's fault, and it is his fault. He should have known or done whatever they were asking for. I mean, he didn't finish his paperwork or something. I don't really know. But it is weird because, like, I've had my PayPal account and I've had a business PayPal account before. I don't anymore, but I had a business PayPal account before, and yeah, PayPal isn't that hard, not at all. So I don't know, if he didn't like submit his tax permit or something, that is really sad. Really, really, really sad. I would not want to be in his shoes. I do feel sorry for the dude, especially if he was trying to do another people to make a moral decision. Basically, yeah, he might have already spent it on a bill and something. Yeah, it is a sticky situation. It really is. I think yeah. Because there are people who live paycheck to paycheck, and something may have came up and they may have had to pay, their car could have broke down, or, something like that, and then they had to use that money in order to get to work to pay their bills or whatever. And so they don't have that discretionary money anymore. That would be sad. So, okay, I want to go swimming. I'd love to have a pool. That's the only bad thing about having a farm. In a way, I feel bad for him, but if you're going to go into business, you got to check and double check your stuff, definitely. Yeah, and, with it being sold out, I could see that he probably needed that money in order to put back in to make additional pallets, pulls or paint. Yes, definitely. But he probably needed that money in order to make his next round of pallets. So that's probably what's going to wind up hurting him in the long run. Yeah, I wanted to have a pool for a long time. We looked into getting a in-ground pool, and we were going to do that, and then more of the kids grew up, moved out, and so there's not as many kids here. And so, but I don't know. Pools are dangerous. Pools are dangerous. I would never want to be responsible for someone drowning. to be honest. I've seen working in the hospital, I've seen children drown before, and I would never wish that upon anyone. So I don't know that I would ever have a pool for that reason. That's why I did not have a pond on. I don't have a pond on my property, because I don't want to be responsible for somebody getting into it. Yeah, exactly. And my son, my mom used to keep foster kids, and my son accidentally pushed one into the pool, and he couldn't swim, and we didn't know that, and some man jumped in before we even had a chance to get to him and pulled him out. Thank God. That would have been a nightmare. The homeowner's insurance, yes, it does go up when you get a pool, like big time. Big time. It more than triples if you get a pool. So I don't know. Easy on the joints. Pond is too dirty to swim. Yeah, see, I wouldn't swim in a pond either. There's no way I would swim in a pond. I am afraid of snakes. I'm absolutely terrified of snakes. And we have a lake house, and I won't get in the lake because I've seen snakes around the dock, in the lake. Nope, not happening. If it is not a pool, I ain't getting in it. Not happening. And then I honestly, to tell you the truth, I want a hot tub, one of those swimming spas, that you can either turn on the jets or you can swim against the current thingy that it does. I would really like to have one of those. Water moccasins are a rarity here. Well, that would be okay then, but yeah. Our dog goes in it though. It's hard to keep dogs out of water, right? I mean, our dog will get in the horse's water. So, yes, definitely. And then they always want to come and get you wet. Yeah, definitely. I'm sorry for the fan, guys. It's hot in here. I can't run the air conditioner because it's right there, and it would just totally ruin the sound because I don't have a very good sound as it is. I broke someone's car with a horse. That's hilarious. Ducks for a while and snapping turtles got them. We used to have ducks too. We raised ducks for their eggs and sold their eggs. They're nasty creatures. Nasty creatures. Yeah, she's inside dog test. She's lots of bats. Lulu would murder you if you tried to bathe her. Oh my goodness gracious. I cannot imagine. She would be like a slithering snake. Aw, ducks. Yeah. Ducks are nasty. Anybody who has actually kept ducks in a pen and dealt with the amount of crap that they crap will never do it again. Parents have a Coleman brand hot tubs above ground as class 1 campus. I've heard of that. Those blow up ones. My husband is trying to convince me to buy one of those blow up hot tubs. I don't know. I don't know. I would really like to have a hot tub. They work? Huh. I might have to look into that. Because he's been on me for like a year now trying to get a hot tub. He's like, collapsible, they're only at $500. We can do $500. No, never mind. Then there goes my idea to buy some ducks for a buck. Girl, ducks are beautiful and they're great and all. But they, used to the dirt and smell, yes, they poop everywhere. And it's always slimy, and it's always where you don't want it. Like, unbelievable. Unbelievable. The amount of poop that ducks poop is crazy. People say chickens poop a lot. No. Ducks poop 5,000 times worse. And they love to poop in water. So if you have a pond, the whole bottom of your pond will be feet deep in duck poop. Because we used to have like those little blue kiddie pools, that were only about that one. Those blue kiddie pools. And we used to fill those up with water for the ducks so they could bathe and drink, that kind of thing, and, get cooled off. Well, at least every 2 days you would have to dump it out and fill it full of fresh water, because it would be 6 inches in poop in the bottom of it in 2 days. We got rid of them. I got so sick and dang tired of poop duty. Oh my goodness gracious. No. Or either a dog would get them or the turtles. The babies wouldn't survive, especially the hawks and buzzards. Yes. Where we're at, owls are a problem, and you can't kill owls because they're protected or whatever. I mean, even if they're literally probably carrying off your child, you can't kill an owl. So yeah. We had somebody, it's a guinea that lives in the woods. Yes, we have like 25 guineas that they roost in the tree out here. They're not bad because they go off in the field and bother, the horses and stuff. They don't really come up around the house very much. But what I was going to say about the owls. The owls are so bad out here that one of the kids in church, their little cousin was visiting one of their family members in town, and she was like 2 or 3 years old, and an owl came down and tried to snatch her up by her head, and it poked her eyeball out. Like, it snatched her eyeball out. It totally, she has no eye now. It was really bad. It was really sad. It happened, I'm going to say about a month and a half ago. I was still a kitten one day out here, and tiny baby thing cried so much. Yeah, owls are horrible. They're evil creatures. Evil creatures. One eye bed. That's terrible. Yeah, I mean, that poor little girl. Oh my goodness. They were literally walking from the car to the house, and this owl just came out of nowhere and tried to snatch the little girl up. The mom had gotten her out of the car seat and turned around, sat her down, and she was toddling up to the house, and the owl tried to snatch her up and take her. I guess maybe thought she was like a chicken or a goat or some kid, and it was terrible. Our neighbor has a peacock, and the sound that makes us horrifying. Yes, we raised peacocks for about 1.5 years, and in order to successfully raise baby peacocks, they literally cannot touch the ground for like the first 6 months. I mean, you have to raise them in raised beds, raised like coops, chicken coops, because they're so sensitive to organisms and stuff. And it was just unreal. We quit. We sold them all off. I hated it. I hated every minute. They're beautiful, but I hated it. Seeing an owl during the day means somebody's going to die. Well, yeah, probably because it's going to snatch it up and steal it. I didn't say that, now did I? But I could see how that would be an old, a belief or an old wives' tale. I believe it because those owls are evil, and it would not surprise me at all. Would not surprise me at all. Unbelievable. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. How do we ever get on these subjects? I have no idea. Oh, goodness gracious. So, let's see. What else has come out today that's interesting on YouTube? What's new that's on YouTube that we want to talk about? I don't know. CannaCon is so done with. When it rains, but it's sunny, the older people say the devil's beating his wife. Oh, that's crazy. That is crazy. I do like the old wives' tale that if you see the red cardinal, that it's your loved ones. And I used to not believe that, but my aunt always said that, and then my aunt died, and now I've been seeing this red cardinal. And so I might actually believe that. With the rain, Jeffree Star shut out Rich Lux. I know, right? Oh my God. I was like, Rich Lux has got to be turning over in his diamonds. I mean, oh my goodness. That was so cool That was really awesome, though, that he did that. I think that is so cool when, because I know, did you see that, Jeffrey, did you see that Trisha Paytas did that whole video on Karina Kaboom? I don't watch much of her stuff, but occasionally I will watch a few of her videos because she can be funny. She has a dry sense of humor. But I did see that Trisha Paytas had done, and her and Jason had done a whole video on Karina Kaboom, which is, you know, kind of cool. Do you follow his Instagram? He's been so excited. I do follow both Rich and Jeffrey's, or I follow Jeffrey Cosmetics. Does he have a separate one for himself? I don't know. I know this whole breakup stuff with Trisha is kind of like, oh my God, girl, come on. 1 or 2 videos would have been okay, but 10 or 15 is a little much. You know, and they're back together. I knew they were going to get back together. 20 years in the future. Right? I think so too. I definitely think that Trisha Paytas, yeah, definitely. Definitely. I know a lot of people said that Tana looks really, really old already. You know, looks like she's a 40-year-old mother, which I don't know what it says about me, but wish she would just take a break, get some therapy so she can live a healthier life. Yeah, I thought they were really good together. I thought that they really had, you know, I thought that he really took her crap really well. But then when things went south, it went south really fast. They, you know what I mean? It was like they were fine and getting married one day, and then the next minute they were like, screw you. I don't want to be with you. You called me fat. I hate your guts. You know, and it was like, okay, that was really fast. You know. But yeah, and I'm with Peter that they need to have some counseling before they get married, or they're gonna have some serious issues. Yes, yes, definitely needs some counseling. I think that it would make a world of difference in their relationship. It's kind of a sad thing, you know, but. Yeah, right? But then, have you seen that just Trisha is doing the rounds, right? Did Jason drop out? Because before this all happened, it was Trisha and Jason are going on tour. Now all I see is Trisha going on tour, and you could do get like a pizza mukbang before VIP or whatever, you know, thing. I did see that on Instagram. So I'm wondering if they did that for the one. I think he's coming to the next one. Yeah, the one in Anaheim. I want to say they're in California somewhere. And now Miranda Sings is the holiest of holes. I don't know, Colleen. Going to bed. Night, everyone. Okay. Good night, Darcy. It was really nice to meet you and talk to you. I really hope to see you another time. I'm hoping to go live more often, just for the fun of it. Can't watch her. Shares mine. Who's Colleen? Do I not know her? I get not wanting to go to therapy because I didn't want to go back after 3 years. Finally, I did. Yeah, I mean, nothing really wrong with that. I can't remember her last name, but she plays the Miranda Sings character. I don't know. My mom was just looking at me. What do you want? My wife's just looking at you. Oh. Okay. Trish says she'd have surprise guests at Anaheim. I think one is Jason. It'll probably be Jason and his vlog squad or whatever. I will have to look that up, Old Soul. I'll have to look that up and see. Her last name is Ballinger, I think. Okay. Miranda Sings. Now, I do watch Lily Singh, I think is her name. Lily Singh. Lily. I like her. She's getting ready to put pressure. Oh, don't even go. Oh, my goodness gracious. Yes. Her and her gosh dang brushes. Oh my Lord. I took her to the Dollar Tree and bought her brushes, and I said, if you boil these brushes, I'm going to set your butt on fire. I swear to goodness gracious. They're $1 for Christ's sakes. Buy new ones. You know? I just don't get it. Or soak it in alcohol or something. I don't know, but disinfecting it by boiling it just isn't going to work. No. She's just peeking in at me. Done Clouds even on Jimmy Fallon. Wow, really? She's a comedian. Might have to check her out and see. Mima's looking at us. Look. See her over there?
Are y'all talking about me? I know my daughter. I know she's talking about me.
Clean my hairbrushes with a toothbrush and shampoo once a week. Hear that? Toothbrush and shampoo once a week, she said.
That doesn't sound very sterile. I like mine boiled.
Mima is old. She's crazy.
Well, you got like 5 girls around here. And
Old Soul. Let's see. Old Soul says hi. I think I done forgot your name, Old Soul. Starts with a T. Right? Tamara? Did I get it right? Hi. Zoe says hi.
Hi.
I just do it so there isn't oil from my hair. Right.
Well, you got 6 or 8 people keep stealing everybody's brushes over here.
Regina. Oh, goodness gracious. Thank you.
A lot of little kids here, and they steal your brush.
Yeah, they steal your brush when they get it dirty. Tara said hi too. Jem the Cactus says hi too, and her name is, oh my goodness.
Hi.
I'm gonna get this wrong, but hot. Thank you, Regina. Katie is Jem the Cactus. It's from a cartoon. Jem the Cactus is from a cartoon. But her name is Katie.
I like cartoons.
Mima is a cartoon fanatic. She will sit for hours and watch cartoons with the kids. Loves them, loves them, loves them. She's a dork. I forget my name all the time. She forgets her name all the time. You and her would be great together.
I always forget he, she. I know my name.
Mima, you can put the brushes in very hot water with some clarifying shampoo. It will still take out the germs and clean out the buildup. We put our hairbrushes in the washing machine with towels. So likes cartoons. Tell her to go watch Over the Garden Wall. Over the Garden Wall. Is that the one with the turtle? That one. No, that's Over the Hedge, isn't it?
Yes.
Over the Hedge is really good. With the turtle and all of the porcupine and.
Steals the ice chest and all the food.
Yeah. Yeah. Over the Hedge is really good. I know, right? Anyway. Okay, guys. So we've been on here for an hour and 18 minutes. My goodness. Our Peppa Pig is queen in our home. Our 4-year-old is Peppa crazy. Oh, I know, right? My son, John, is 12, and he's still so dinosaur crazy. This Jurassic Park... It's all over it's on our TV. He's got it on our DVR on the TV. And anytime you leave the room, if you leave the room and you leave the TV remote, John will get the remote and he watches anything Jurassic Park, or he watches the movie Kong. He loves that Kong. Mima says hi, Michelle. Michelle Miller Heath. Over the Garden Wall is a mini-series from Cartoon Network. So good, and the art style is wonderful, so is the music. Old classic feel that out. Yeah, I love those old classic cartoons. Definitely. Definitely. I love cartoons too. The older ones. Definitely the older ones. But yeah. Our house more right now is Jurassic World and Littlest Pet Shop. Those little animals with the bobbin heads. My daughter actually has a YouTube channel that she puts up those. She does these little, very silly, stupid, silly cartoon or things with her little people, Littlest Pet Shops people that say stuff. I loved LPS when I was a kid. She loves it. Absolutely loves LPS. She lives and dies LPS. Gotta hop off now, love.
These people will also...
Yes, I'm going to be going here soon, too, because my phone just said that it had 20% left on it.
These people also steal your clothes. Here's your 2 shirts.
She steals our clothes. She does the laundry.
Good
Good night, Regina. It was nice to meet you. Many... I gave them to little girlfriends. I didn't need them anymore. Yes, Emma still loves her. She's 10, almost 11, and she loves her LPSs. Loves them. She does little videos and stuff with them. It's really cute. Good night, Jay. Thank you. Good night. Good night, everybody. Good night, Leah. Good night, John. Right, guys? I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and sign off here too, guys, because I have only got like less than 20% on my phone, and so I don't know at what point it's going to die. So I have to leave. It was fun. Please do more live chats. Bye, Bonnie. It was really nice to meet you too, and I'm definitely going to try at least do this once a week. That way we can at least get to know each other, kind of talk about what's new and that kind of thing. So hopefully this went well. Hopefully you guys come back again. I'm going to... The first Jurassic Park was the first movie that gave me nightmares. I still love it. My son just figured out... My son freaked out because the very first Jurassic Park came on the HBO or something like a week ago, and he said, "Oh my God, Mama, there was a movie before this before the movie that we seen." It's like, oh my God, seriously? Anything now is a part 2, part 3, part 4. I mean, you know. But he was so excited. So anyway, guys, we're down to 5 of you guys left. I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye. I've got to go. I'm burning up. Need to turn the air conditioner back on. Oh. And my phone is going to die. So it's going to cut us off whether I want to or not. So I will bid you guys goodbye. I will see you guys soon. I promise to come back soon and do another live chat and just get to know each other. And I will see all of you guys later. Bye, Katie. Bye, Zoe. Regina's already left, I think. So you guys have a really good night. Bye, Sunny, if you're still on here. I love you, girl. Bye.